When you look at this picture, what do you see? You probably see a gas pump with a piece of pink security tape on it. When you look at this next two pictures, what do you see now? The top picture is pointing at that security label on that gas pump and says that it's been untampered. By untampered, it means that no one opened it to place a skimming device inside of it. As of the bottom picture, which is the same picture I presented to you in the beginning of my presentation, is pointing to the security tape and is saying that it's been voided. And by voided, it means that it's a fraud piece of tape. The thief actually opened up that gas pump, placed a skimming device in there in order to capture card account information from anyone who slid their card in there, and placed that piece of security tape on the gas pump to make it appear as if no one opened it. I have been doing a lot of research on this crime known as skimming. I've used information from the United States Secret Service, the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, as well as information from the Consumer Centennial Network. Many of you are at risk of identity theft almost every day. When asking the survey which form of pay do you use the most, 43% of you agreed to using cash, as the remaining 57% of you agreed to using credit/debit cards. In the next few moments, you will be knowledgeable about these skimming devices and will learn of different ways to protect yourselves from scammers. To be more understandable about these skimming devices, I'll inform you about what they are, how they are used, and provide you with helpful tips on how to protect yourselves from this crime. First, let me begin by informing you about how these devices are helping thieves get away with stealing money from hardworking people like you and I. Skimming devices are being placed inside and outside ATMs, gas pumps, and anything that has a card reader. Thieves are using these devices to steal money from your checkings and savings accounts. Once a person completes a valid transaction and slides their card inside of any card reader, the skimming device actually downloads its information and saves it so that when the thief comes back and retrieves the information, they can place that information on a fraudulent card and use it anywhere in the world. If you're wondering how these thieves are getting inside of these gas pumps, there is a universal key that can be purchased online anywhere from $3.99 to $49.95 and above. And this key allows them to open all of the gas pumps around the country. According to my survey, when asked, when making a purchase, do you normally check how many times the employee has swiped your card? 25% of you said yes, as the remaining 75% of you said no, and that's the majority of the class. According to a PDF file titled Beware of Skimming Device, Beware of Skimmer Devices, posted on the United States Secret Service website in 2010, a collusive employee can complete a valid transaction, yet authorize a second unauthorized swipe on a portable skimming device before handing the card back to the cardholder. As you can see, this is a very serious issue to our government officials, and they have been doing whatever they can to get rid of these devices and protect us from this crime. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services has swept through 7,571 gas stations in Florida. They have found 103 of them, and 3 of them were found in Lee County. Also, on a press release posted on the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services website on June 10th of 2015, the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services have found 4 more skimming devices in Palm Beach County. So that's 4 more added to the 103. According to the Consumer and Centennial Network Complaints Report from January to December 2014, California is ranked first in complaints relating to identity theft, with a total of 38,982 complaints, as Florida is ranked second with complaints relating to identity theft, with a total of 37,059 complaints. That means that we're only 1,923 complaints away from being tied with California. Also on the Consumer Centennial Network Complaints Report was a list of all the cities in Florida. Cape Coral and Fort Myers had a total of 2,812 complaints and was ranked 98 out of the whole state. So that's not bad at all. As you can see, this is a very serious issue for many people, and many people are panicking because you don't know where skimming devices can be placed. Now I'm going to inform you guys on how you can take certain steps and make smart decisions in order to protect yourselves from being victims of this crime. The first tip I'd like to provide you with is to always check your surroundings. When you're using your credit or debit card and sliding in any card reader, be sure to wiggle the card slider and check the overlay of the keypad just in case the skimmer devices are placed outside of the machines. If they're placed inside, always be sure to conceal your personal identification numbers, for cameras can be placed in order to capture them. The second tip I would like to provide you with is to make sure that you're always checking your bank statements. Check your card activity. If there are any abnormal changes, be sure to report it to your bank. You have 60 days to report it. Also, if the changes are severe, your bank will usually contact you. As you can see, this is a very serious issue for many people, and many people don't know about this crime, and I'm sure this is new to some of you. During my presentation, I informed you all about what skimmer devices are, how they are used, and also provided you with helpful tips on how to protect yourselves from this crime. Many of you don't want to be victims of this crime, because I don't myself. But one tip I'd like to provide you all with is to always be cautious. Check your surroundings. Be wise. And before I conclude, I want you to remember that caution is the parent of safety.